And we are back with more Dota action in the TI8 EU regional qualifiers. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am KillerPigeon, joined by my my deserty friend. He is a great big lizard, and he is shocked after that display of last game.
What's with these great big lizards? God damn it.
Come on, man. Like I'm looking at your profile picture. That's a pretty big lizard. That's a crocodile right there. I mean, you're not even a lizard. You're a crocodile. It is technically a lizard, but it's deceptive. It's deceitful, right? It's like someone saying they're bubbly on one of those dating websites. You know what?
Man, I'm gentle in my soul. That's what matters.
Oh, that's all that matters. Oh, well, okay, that's different. That's different. I'll accept that. But no, after that amazing game between those two teams, we are on to our next one. You see, the day never ceases here, Lizard. It goes from game to game, and you get no breaks. Like, I'm going to work you until you can't walk.
80 minutes? Nah, it's fine. I'm a lizard. I'm used to 80,
human abuse.
80-minute game into another 80-minute game. Just bring it on, baby.
Yeah, guys, we won't be finished until tomorrow, I'm sure.
I'm ready, man. Let's go.
I don't know. It depends. If one team wants to pick a lone druid, we might be on course for another 80-minute game. But ban-wise...
No. Listen. Give me Lich Undying again, please.
There's a push strategy in the works. Who would have thought it? Chen makes it through the ban phase, does not make it through the first pick phase without being picked. I mean, it's just
bad, man.
Like, this hero is just a dominant first pick at the moment, though.
Yeah, the thing is, he's good dual offlane. He was good at that. Like, few patches ago, let's say 3 patches in a row before, he was really dominant on dual offlane. Like, that team Windstrike or Flight to Moon, they used to... Well, it wasn't only them. Many teams. Alright, let's just see this out. Mirana? Never mind. They used to do this. They would take the Chen, they would get a Dragon Knight offlane or a Tiny offlane or some form of a pushing hero offlane, and they would do all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you can do the same with Chen. However, the meta has shifted a little bit, and maybe Chen isn't the best at harassing you. He's not your Skyrat, right? He's not that dual lane that's gonna completely dominate and bring you low so that heroes like Bloodseeker can work, which is banned, by the way. And we have a Winter Wyvern. All right, he's not that kind of hero, but he can be played on dual safe lane as well. So you can play Chen as 5, and it works well.
Something more important there, though. All right, 1 word, 3 syllables. You know what it is?
No.
Penitence.
Penitence?
Yeah. That spell is ridiculous.
It's amazing. It's really amazing. It's really nice when you're trading hits on the lane, and later on you just max it. It's awesome.
Ember Spirit.
We have the Imba Spirit again.
Another Ember Spirit coming out, and this time in conjunction with a Chen. Do you think we see another Lone Druid? Maybe. Trying to think how much. I don't think Final Tribe plays much Lone Druid.
Era does play Lone Druid. I'm pretty certain.
But I don't think they've been playing it much recently. Is the thing.
Yeah, I'm not certain. I don't think they have. Yeah. Yeah, we have December Spirit. It's really nice. Like the way people have been playing him, even without the third spell, without the shield, the fire shield.
Oh yeah, Flame Guard. Yeah, there's been some diversity. People starting to go for the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains builds. Usually when you're in the outer lanes, I find, over the mid.
Yep, and Yules and Maelstrom. The build is really nice on him. So the hero is back into the meta, and I like it. Like, Ember Spirit is a nice hero to watch. Like, the skill cap is high, so it's nice. And on Wind and Rain, we have Mirana and Winter. Mirana, yeah, we've seen her come back into the meta. On the side lanes, she's really strong, right? Because she's all right on mid too, no doubt about it. But on these side lanes, she is decent. She has long range, good attack animation, and decent damage. So it's very hard to zone her out, to completely dominate her. And versus heroes like Chen, even more so, because she has that arrow to kill all of the creep instantly, if it comes to that. But it's very hard for a Chen to gank a Mirana. If you have some sort of a hero with a silence, or a Lion, or Rasta, you know, like permanent disable, that's fine. But as a Chen, it's not very easy to gank a Mirana, as she has 3 charges of leap. You can't really have a lot of disable. You can have, on the early levels, you can have either 1 stun or 1 ensnare or something like that. So
I think
in that aspect, yeah, it's kind of more difficult.
I think it's also like to do with the fact that Mirana's kind of creeped her way back into the meta off the backs of popular supports. I think you'd agree. Like things like Naga, for example, and Bane
Definitely.
are so popular at the moment, and those are the classic setups, along with Shadow Demon, who I'm expecting to make a return. You know, I'm thinking he's going to appear eventually.
I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I'm pretty certain though. This Winter Wyvern is actually position 4, and this Undying is position 5. I've seen that it doesn't have to be that way. It's just that I've seen them play this Winter Wyvern not so long ago.
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think in Final Tribe it can be position 5 Skyrat. Yeah, but I think it's more likely to be the Chen. And on the other side, I feel that Undying might be the position 4, but it's more likely to be the Winter Wyvern only because I know these players. However, it's not how you would usually see that happening, right? Like a few patches ago, if you have Chen and Skyrat, you would say 100% like it's Chen position 4, but it doesn't have to be any longer. So
I feel like with the Undying scenario, it just feels pointless if you don't have him as a position 5, because it's this type of hero that as the game goes on, he is just meant to go in the fight and die, right? Which you want that to be your pos 5 because usually they're going to be a lower level, they're going to have the least gold, so it's less, it's less punishment.
Yep. I really like the way the last Undying player itemized. He went for Yules. He went like Shivas and Aeon Disc. It's all the hero needs. Like even that Yules is basically the defensive item. It helps you sustain yourself a little bit longer, so you don't die from that initial burst. You take off the silences, you cast your tombstone, then you die, and you're like, whatever, take me. I've done my thing.
Accept my fate.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think the thing is, I think you're right. There's going to be a Chen pos 5. Skywrath just seems to be one of the easiest pos 4s to convert, shall we say, at the moment, into a core.
Definitely. It's a really decent hero versus both Mirana and Winter Wyvern, by the way. Winter Wyvern is kind of decent versus Chen, and so far, on side of Winter Rain, they have 0 catch. Like, yeah, they have Winter Wyvern ult, but that's it. The arrow is very unreliable. Well, on the side of Final Tribe, they have December, they have the Skyrat. And they have a Doom.
That's not exactly helping with the catch still either. Is it me, or are they just basically saying we hate Chen?
I mean, they're definitely making the game harder for, but this Doom is also very nice for too. And they're also thinking, all right, you want to do dual lanes. On one dual lane, we're going to have a Mirana. On the other dual lane, we're going to have a Doom. Come at me, bro. Like this Chen, he's going to take his creeps. He's going to try to make some difference on these lanes, but it's not going to be easy for him. So they really did draft very well against him so far, at least.
I guess the thing is, like, Chen especially is one of those heroes you kind of have to target out, I guess, in the draft lineup. Like, you wouldn't usually say that of a pos 5 or a pos 4, but it's just the impact this hero has when left untapped in the laner phase.
Yes, I definitely agree. You have to draft against him, or if you're playing with him, you have to kind of draft, well, not necessarily around him, but you have to have a plan, right? It's not really a hero that can just sit there on the lane. I mean, yeah, he can, but he brings so much more to the table if you play around him and with him correctly. As you mentioned, the first thing that you mentioned when he was picked, it was like push, right? That's the first thing that you think about when you see a Chen. Absolutely. He can be a lane dominator as well, such as the Skyrat. He can be there and just spam shockwave after. Oh my god!
What? No! What? Why?
You know what? We just had an 80-minute game. I'm sick of this. No, I'm done with this casting gig. I'm going, man.
All right, Lizard's retiring. He can't make it to TI as a player. Definitely not going to make it as a caster. But no, we see an Arc Warden, and this is an awkward hero. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like you can't really win early with Arc, and if you do, it's probably because of mistakes the opponents made, not because Arc was involved and winning fights.
Yeah, well, Arc Warden has been buffed, to be honest. Like patch after patch, he's been getting some small buffs, and his usual item progression has also been buffed a bit. Well, sort of. Maelstrom works kind of nice on him right now. However, on level 10, he gets the 10%. I think it's 10 and not 8. I'm not certain. 10 or 8% cooldown reduction, which is pretty huge for him. So once you get that Midas, you get even reduced ultimate, reduced Midas. So the hero can get a lot of experience, a lot of gold and experience due to that fact. And you can because of that you can kind of fight fairly early with him. It's not that horrible. Like how the players usually used to play is they just hide in the back. They secure that holy triangle around the shrine, you know, like the ancient and the two camps, and they just farm there with the Arc Warden.
Okay.
We have a bat.
Like, this is another hero that's been resurfacing. Batrider, in games I've been watching, has been proving himself to be still a very inherently strong hero, especially with his focus around a lot of melee cores at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Final Tribe has a nice, decent Batrider player, so that's also the thing. I don't know about the Arc Warden. I haven't really seen them play, I think. I'm not certain. So it's gonna be weird. What I really like to draft versus Arc Warden is Spectre. But I'm not certain they have a space for one. Yeah,
Oh, they have a space for
probably
Lycan, though. Like, fine,
Yeah,
you know? You
so-
want to try and split push with the Arc Warden, we'll just take your Taz regardless.
So it's kind of a double-edged blade, as if you go and take this Lycan, you really have to play properly around him, and you have to take those objectives as soon as possible, because if you let this TFT Frost guy, the Frozen Throne Frost, if you let him get his items on Arc Warden, like it's gonna be hard later on. Arc Warden is decent versus Lycan. It's not the best counter. It's strategically it's the best counter, because if you take all of his objectives, he's not gonna be able to split push you, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
get the
kind of
macros fast enough.
I think the other thing with Arc Warden is it's more of a stand your ground type hero, whereas Lycan will just weave around you and cut for that back line.
Yeah. Definitely. He can come from any side as long as he has that full form on. So,
But the good news is they do have a Batrider and Ember that do provide a lot of lockdown.
they have some control. That's definitely true. And we'll see. Like, if this goes super late, I kind of say that I could kind of see the Final Tribe taking it. But at the same time, we'll see which team kind of utilizes their heroes better. We have this Chen on one side, and we have this Lycan on the other side. They do provide a lot of push if played correctly with and around them. So,
Well, we'll have to see how this goes as Warm Rain versus the Final Tribe. And looks like someone's getting muted.
yep. I can't hear anything right now, actually.
Yep, thanks TFT. I think that was mainly TFT. A little bit of Bra as well.
Yeah.
We'll just one by one as this goes on, and we'll look back at the end, and everyone will just be muted, guaranteed.
Oh, I already have some people mute. Never mind.
Ah,
Never
yes.
mind.
Interesting experiences in your pubs. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, I don't. No.
I didn't think so.
I don't want to go there. Let's just enjoy the game. It's fine. All right, so we actually have the Doom and the Windrunner. Windrunner, oh my god, Windsurvivor on the off lane. And we have the Mirana and Undying on the safe lane. And I think they are kind of laning this well. The Final Tribe is kind of laning this well. I don't think they want to lane the Chen versus Doom. So,
And there's another mute.
yep.
Oh wait,
Just
is it,
mute.
oh, it's text you have to do, I think.
I just have the whole team muted right now. Feels bad, man. Man, I won't know who I had muted, pre-muted. Like, this is bad for me. No.
Well, now you just know you'll never need to hear any of them. Because you know what they're going to do. They just spam lines. Filthy line spammers.
All of these players are really good. In pubs as well, they play well. It's just that every now and then you catch someone on the wrong foot, you know. Someone is mad because of some other game that they played, and you know, it's just the way it is.
I get it. You're a filthy rager in pubs.
Well, not necessarily me, old. You know,
Oh,
but,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Sometimes you are
Everyone
the
is,
victim.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone is raging at some point. You know, that's what I meant.
That was an interesting play. They actually glyph on the side of War to try and get better control of the waves.
Yeah, I wonder who did it exactly. Like,
I think it was actually the mid, because there was about to be a CS for error, and then the glyph came out.
Yeah, it's probably what it was.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You should be able to starve this Ember out pretty well because you've just got naturally high damage from Ritsu.
Yep. Once the Flame Guard is out, like, I don't think he even cares about the Flame Guard on level 1 that much, to be honest, or at all. So he's gonna be winning the CS battle early on, definitely.
Yeah, it's the way. That's the way you kind of pick Lycan. Is that you're pretty happy when you get these one-on-ones. There's not really many heroes that force a Lycan out of lane in the mid.
Did they fix the tornado bug, by the way?
They did.
They must have, right? Yeah.
They did, and the team very, very noticeably got disqualified despite the fact that the bug had been fixed. It was fixed.
On top, right? No, right.
Top was getting pretty close as well.
But it's fine.
Well, this is kind of the issue. You can't really get a kill easily as the Batrider because Brawl just has those leaps to get away.
At one point, Undying had 10 stacks of sticky on him, but he also had 20 strength. Like,
Feeling pretty strong. And
Oh,
actually,
top.
what? They catch the Arc Warden out instead. That's not a kill you expect to see in this lane when you think about the skills these heroes have. You have a slow, sure, but Frost should not be getting dropped by these two.
This early on, definitely not. I guess he got caught by the slow of Splinter Blast plus the Arctic Bird, and then Forever just came in, thunderclapped him, and that was it. It's not something you would expect, to be honest, definitely.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Kitrak, is he in trouble here? As a fan, gonna push him back. Needs one more sticky napalm. Sorup to keep him up and alive.
Should be fine.
Ral's taking a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, they're being zoned out completely, but they don't really care too much, right?
Bro has no leaps.
Runner?
He's actually dead here. Van. Oh no, he doesn't want to go for the final hit. Will throw out the flame break then. That should actually secure the kill. Ralston. There's the tips.
Yeah, just a tip.
The tips are fine, okay? It's the voice lines that I got a problem with.
Yeah, definitely. The voice lines. I can't hear you, man. That's my issue. However, Bryle just got sent back here. Actually, look at that. Chan brings something else to the table as well. He brings this ability, yeah, to just send you back home. You don't have to die. You're just gonna be...
I have heard so many people cry about that and how it's too powerful. It's like, yeah, it's pretty powerful, but...
No, it's really good. Like, you have to itemize even versus it, so it's kind of broken. Like, if you have to buy an Yules just to get rid of it.
Speaking of Chen, they're moving on the mid lane. Ritz in a little bit of trouble. The penitence damage adds up pretty quick. He will fall here. The Searing Chains did lock him in. Wolves did not reveal quick enough.
He has some perfect creeps here. Like, the Ursa and Setar are probably the best. Like, yeah, you can get the Mud Golems. That's a bit better.
Rev gets out just before they can kill him, as they did notice he'd been left alone.
Yeah, he just TP's out.
Kind of an easy thing to do against that top lane is they have no disables.
Yeah, they have no stuns on their team overall. What do they have? They have Searing Chains. They have
they got
Lasso?
Chen. Yeah, they got Chen,
And
you know,
Chen,
his creep army. He's got him covered.
Like, they have no stuns when you think about it. No, just Searing Chains. That's reliable and on low cooldown.
You feel like it might have been better for them to go for something like a Beastmaster this game as opposed to the Batrider?
I like the bats. I like the bat as well. It kind of, you know, takes the dog for a walk. Like, you can lasso the dog and kind of...
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, pretty
Just stick him somewhere he doesn't want to be. And like we said before, they got Searing Chains follow up as well, which holds him in place unless he's got that BKB.
Yeah, you have to do that. Even defensively, to just protect your Arc Warden. He's not really doing so well. Like, he's 17 to 7. It's alright, but...
I think Kitrak's in a little bit of trouble here. Forced to drop the Tombstone. Hansen's like, okay, I don't want you anymore. I want this. And he gets it. Kitrak needs to be careful here. If he gets hit by the Penitence again, they should be able to get in range for the clap. They've got the net in a few seconds. Yeah, he's dead. He can't get away from this. The decay's not going to be good enough. I'll stay him on the spot. And come on, Penitence coming off cooldown. They'll dive with the Hellbear for this.
Come on. You can do it, man.
He's trying to stay alive. Hellbear. Oh, no, he doesn't get the hit. Kitrak.
He played so well.
So close
lane,
though. There's a jump in.
Go on Dark Warden.
Frost trying to protect himself with Spirits. It's not good enough though. Forever will just chase him down with a Scorched Earth. And it looks like Forever's actually focusing out a Scorched Earth build here, which I'm kind of okay with. Like, if you don't do this, you're not going to get to use Infernal Blade because of Flux.
Yeah, you can run him down like this. And they're making sure stay close enough together so they don't get affected by the Flux. So that's kind of nice.
Well, that's another weakness for Arc Warden being picked right now, is this dual lanes. You think it would help him, but Flux is really focused on someone being alone.
Yeah, you have to have like some sort of a hero that's gonna damage both of them. So they're like, "Come hug me," and you're like, "No, I'm gonna die. I have to run him as well." So, and Skyrat is not one of those. He's mainly like, single targets, right? So, and we have a move on mid, but the Wolf has his form off. So.
In the meantime, stun up on the kid track. Can they do something about this? They actually dropped the tombstone again. Hanskin's like, fine, I'll farm it. But,
Yeah, but
shapeshift activated. Is it worth his life? He'll feel it was. And now find out. And he actually might... No, okay. I thought they were going to chase for the creeps as well. But Ritsu's like, nah, just attack something that doesn't run away from me.
Yeah, just gonna go back into the jungle with that full form.
I don't feel like... I don't know if that was the greatest value, though. Just for the Chen. He still gets the tombstone as well.
Well, to be honest, it's not the greatest value, but it's alright. It's not like he was gonna use that form and run down some other lane anyhow right now, so
that's fair.
Kind of fun.
It's like a Death Prophet holding on to Exorcism for 10 minutes and be like, I'll push a tower soon.
On the other hand, he's just farming the jungle right now. It's not going anywhere.
And Frost,
you know,
top lane, they're jumping in. The slows on top of me, can't get away. It's for Rev. Oh, he's held in place with Searing Chains. Rotate from Error is good enough. They'll keep Frost. No! He drops to the Splinter Blast. Yeah. Just as he felt like he'd got out in one piece.
Yeah, sadly, Era was kind of... he had to be close enough to kill off the Dome, so...
Kitrak might be in trouble in the bot lane here, actually. Just Handsfan chasing on the Flame Break back. Kitrak taking a lot of damage. Handsfan won't die, but Brawl needs to be careful here. They might actually die for him. The lasso comes out, they'll pull him back, and they'll kill him off. 2 quick picks in the bot lane, and that's some good value out of the first lasso.
Yeah, this bottom lane is definitely working out for them, and now they kind of port in Frost on it. However, the Doom is already here, so...
Oh, Forever needs to be careful, actually, because we said about the Flux, he's alone, trying to run away. The Scorched Earth not available for 5 seconds. He might actually die off here. Can they get close enough? It's going to be a close call. Stun, they need Penitence.
Scorched Earth.
Oh, Scorched Earth just in time. We've got to walk away now. Hanskin, he came a little bit too close, and he's about to get bit for it. They should be able to chase him down, fish him off. Frost. Hanskin still dies. Scorched Earth gets him. Now Frost needs to move away quickly here. Trying to protect himself with the Wraith Sparks, but it's not good enough. Land, Splinter Blast will get the kill.
Just a great block from Milan, and also for I mean, Frost is kind of moving in way too close there, to be honest. He was trying to help his Chen, yeah, sure, but if you fall, it's definitely not worth it. As Dark Warden, you want to get these levels, and like the biggest problem is it's minute 8. He's not even close to his Midas. He hasn't even started working on it. He has the sticks and the Ring of Aquila, and it's not really great. It's not looking great for him.
Shapeshift should activate. Jansen Ned in place. Maybe a little bit of trouble here. The arrow connected as well, and he's gone. And now they can push a tower as well. So good value maintained off of this second Shapeshift of the game.
It doesn't look very favorable for the final tribe right now. The Frozen Throne right now. They need... Yeah, they definitely need to get this Arc Warden up in the network.
They will at least get that tower. I'd imagine they're just going to circulate around now and take the tier 1s. I mean, that's actually another thing when you look at the lineup on the final tribe. Unless you farm this Arc Warden, the only thing pushing towers is the Chen.
And remember when you asked if it was worth it, killing the Chen with the Wolf form, it definitely was, because it completely breaks off his game, right? Oh. It sends him back.
He tracked. They're going for him here. Arrow activates the Flame Guard. Will move in, and the assistance to Sky Wraps more enough to get the kill. Doom. He has got Doom available, but no good target right now. The Moonlight Shadow is used to make sure he doesn't die. Hanskin going to be Hadouken punched in the face of the Shockwave. Can he get one clip? Easily. Chase him through. Yeah, Arrow's not going to tangle the devil there. He knows there's a Doom available.
On top lane, Mirana is dusted, actually. She does have one more leap. They do ensnare the bat.
They might bait him in here, but they can't land the arrow.
Yeah, it's fine. However, Frost feels super vulnerable on bottom lane. It's my Slavic English. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm not really good at this.
Very exposed. That's another one. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's easier, man.
Yeah. Oh, Kid Track dodges the arrow, but might be a little bit of trouble anyway. Trying to move away here. Arrow should be able to actually get this kill, though. Kid Track slowed down way too much. Ritsu hit him way too hard for Arrow to hang around. We'll have to back away.
Vulnerable. There we go.
I like how you basically have clearly Googled and had one of those voices say the words.
I never. Yeah, I was like, Google, Google speech, please help me.
It gets funner when you try and say invulnerable.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try. Anyway, the Arc Warden isn't going even for Midas. He decided against it. He's going for the phase boots, and I mean, all right, but
I mean, what else can he really do? In the meantime, actually, they run down and kill the Wyvern there. unexpected in the mid lane.
Steering chains into Mystic Flare there. The bat was also near. He didn't use his lasso though.
Why have I been blinded by... Okay, that's random. My media player just popped up in front of me. I haven't even got Dota up right now.
No?
There we go. No,
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I can see it again.
All right, nice.
Apparently, they want to play some fat rat to me. But I want to see some fat kills. And Johannes fan, he has got the lasso available. Maybe looking on the forever here.
Let's see. They do not have the damage to kill off the stone, to be honest. Maybe if
you like
Pablo
get like
is close
7
enough.
sticky napalms and you don't get doomed.
Or
Let's just
mid
get
lane.
TP out. Oh, lasso coming out. Gonna drag him deep. Can they do enough here? The Spark Grave's gonna join in, but the drums do come out. Rev should be able to run this off. He's pretty fast moving the Scorched Earth. The pushback from Flame Break is pretty good. Now the custom shot slow as well for Rev. Gonna play it out. Johansson fan. He'll get the kill. In fact,
How
Frost
come no
picks
one
it
is
up.
reacting to that?
That
Do
took
they
so
not
long.
care?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
took them
I-
forever.
They had ports. Kitrak had a port. I guess he was fighting Chanov, and they decided to go mid.
Ritsu, they do force out the shapeshift. He'll move away in time. Mystic Flare not doing enough damage. But that's a defensive shapeshift, which is what you're looking for. Or is it? Net
Is
goes
it,
in.
though?
Error. A little bit of trouble here. Has no mana to work with.
Error?
Will get burned out.
Era? Era plus? What?
I mean, it's an interesting choice coming out from the Ember there.
Yeah, he had mana definitely at the start, right? To get out, but
Not
he
at the end.
decided to. Yeah, not at the end, definitely.
I mean,
oh well.
Maybe, you know, some people, they tend to underestimate the damage that
Necros.
Lycan can do. With the Necros. And he learned the hard way that you shouldn't do that.
It's just a mana break, right? From the warrior.
Yeah,
That's what did it in.
yeah, his mana
But
pool just disappears. Like, Ember's
at
that
the
type of
same
hero,
time-
though.
At the same time, they're smoking up, they're going top, but at least there's Arc Warden farming bottom, so he's been left alone for a while now.
Palm are smoking up. Rev will boldly walk in, and now Kitrak jumping across the stun to control him up, but there's the use of the Starstorm. We'll get the kill on the Hanskin. They leap forward, looking for more. Janssen Van, he can't reach the tree line in time. The slow's just overwhelming him as they get the kill, but how many creeps they got left? They got any here? You on your way up, like him? Does he want to push? I feel like actually he should be hitting the tier 2 right now instead of...
Yeah, he could be, definitely, but his team is doing it, I suppose, fast enough. And he does not have his ultimate. He's coming.
He's on his
He
way.
heard you. He heard you. He's slowly creeping up.
His team start whistling him though. Here, Ritsu. We got a big tower here for you to munch on. And I think
the
the most
same
important thing is, while you get that tier 1 bot, I was about to say, is War have good control of the map, as that's the first tower to drop. Prowl in the mid lane. Error. Thinks twice. He sees the TP from Doom. Although he might not have a choice. The winner's curse
Arrow.
from Milan. Arrow follow up as well. They've got the Doom. If they want to throw it out, they will indeed do so. Error surrounded on all sides.
Yep. So that's basically their only reliable catch that we talked about. It's Winter Wyvern with Winter Curse and into Arrow, right?
Well, yeah,
But
they shoot every part of it. Thank God. Like, just in case we weren't sure, they threw everything to make sure we
They do
understood.
have the blink. They do have the blink on Winter Wyvern.
Hanskin's in trouble here. Ran down the mid lane. The Starstorm's more than enough. This is starting
game-
to feel like Singularity. Like, it's a 4K net worth lead, but it feels so much bigger right now.
Definitely, because you're playing an Arc Warden. 15 minutes in, he still does not have his Midas. And for people that are unfamiliar with the hero, you usually aim to get it around minute 10, or even earlier if possible. But around minute 10, it's all right. If it goes to minute 15, it's really bad, especially if you're playing versus a team that's pushing, like Lycan is.
I love the clarification on, or even before. It's like, can you imagine, like, you're 6 minutes in, you somehow got the money for a buy. It's like,
And you never know, right?
it feels
Something
too early
happens.
for this item.
Yeah, I mean, if someone is throwing kills at you and you're feeding on them, then sure, whatever, you know. But if you're dying all the time, and I mean, this is still alright. He did get it. Who am I to blame him? My Spectre yesterday, I was playing the Spectre. My Spectre yesterday, I had a Radiance minute 40, so I mean, probably the worst game of Spectre ever.
Well, something sad is about to happen. Hanskin gets caught in his own jungle, drawn and quartered. No escape for him at all. They use the Moonlight Shadow, and they'll get more value out in the mid lane. Pablo gets caught out here. Commits a Mystic Flare, but only takes Brawl down to half HP.
I suppose TI8 that arrow. I didn't see what happened on mid, how he died solo to Mirana, but
I
he
mean, I
must have
hope
made
it was an arrow.
it had to be, because he has 2 bracers. How does he die without the arrow? There's no way.
Starstorm right clicks. Pretty strong. And look at this. They go straight in the Roche pit. They're like, huh. Turns out when you got a Lycan, this is pretty easy, especially with a DD on the Mirana.
Yeah, where is Nahaz now, right? He's the one hating the double damage rune spawning right in front of Roche.
Oh, Chen.
And we have an arrow.
Another arrow in. Brawl move across. Clean this up easily. Shapeshift maybe not needed, but Lycan maybe go push mid. Come on, Ritsu. Get that Valley.
Alright, remember last game? I said, like, please, Kingwin, show me how to win this game. Like, because I didn't see it. I really did not see them winning. At the same time, I do not see the final try winning.
Listen, man. Lasso comes through. Doom doesn't even care. He's so damn tanky. The Mystic Flare out. He just stands in the middle of it. Doesn't even give a damn. Brawl moving forward. Starstorm comes out. Have to use the hand of God, but still get keep him alive. Pablo falls and Frost will follow. Looking on the back foot of the fight. Jansen fan has no... He has nothing left. He can't even get involved in this. He has to just back away.
Yeah, sadly, Arc Warden kind of ported in way too deep there. Like, I mean, it wasn't even deep. Arguably, it was far away, but it wasn't far enough. Like, they just ran him down. Like, even the Undying was just running at him and just hitting him.
Well, this lineup like to hit towers, and they're getting ready to. Ritsu has the Necronomicon in 5 seconds. Arc Warden will be back up, but what can you do?
They definitely need that magnetic field as soon as possible.
Jump in, Jansen fan, just trying to create a little bit of space before being sent back. We'll force him deeper into his base. I don't think that was the actual impact he was looking for there. Oh, now they move on to the racks.
Well, we have the magnetic field there, and we have the Chen taking Necros, so that's kind of nice.
Or still has the Doom. Does he want to throw it out here? Oh, Winner's Curse coming on. Forced under Handskin. They do put out the Mystic Flare for Rev. Protected in the meantime, though. The Cold Embrace should get him up to about half HP. They reveal him with the dust, but it's too late. They move in. Handskin take a lot of damage, and they will find the kill in the Brow. Brow chases Frost for more. The Doom gets thrown out in the Frost. They want to kill him off. Starstorm in, they'll find him. Double kill for Brow. Now buyback. Can he do anything, though? I mean, he's committed more or less everything he has on this Arc Warden right now.
He still hasn't used his Midas from the last time that he died.
That's what it was about. There we go. Ritsu. Shapeshift to run away. I really felt like he was going to go back in off the back of that.
They just run out. I think this is super alright for them, because they forced the Arc Warden buyback, and that's what they care about the most right now. I mean, besides taking the tier 3 and the range racks, obviously, which is huge, 18. Just forcing the Arc Warden to buyback and delaying his item progression is perfectly fine.
And now, I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I know you're going to scream and run away crying. But does this feel like they have to go about 60 minutes plus to find a win on TFT right now because the Arc Warden is so starved?
I'm not going to run away, because I'm pretty certain that's not going to happen. I don't want to be the guy, you know, but 10k Lycan, 6k Arc Warden.
TFT on this thing, they move in. Rev taking a lot of damage. The Soul Rip will protect him. Now the Mystic Flare doing barely anything. It will tickle him. His laughs in the face. Clubs up on the Pablo. His TP out attempt is futile. Massive fan being chased on too. Needs to get away here. Brawl is moving across. He's on the hunt. He wants this. When his curse committed, just so they can catch up. And when they do, Jansen fan, he won't be able to... Oh no, he gets Blink!
Oh god.
Perfectly timed.
Alright, they didn't want to use the arrow actually. That
was super greedy. I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, it's an easy kill.
Yeah, I guess he was like, I'm not gonna even use the arrow here, whatever.
I'm feeling confident. You're gonna die regardless. And actually, if they can't have the hero, they'll have the racks. The melee rack should be gone this time. Ritsu is prepped to push across to the top at the same time if need be, as Shapeshift's coming off cooldown.
The magnetic field is kind of helping them, but not truly, is it?
Not really enough.
Yeah.
Yep, they pick up the melee racks. Do they leave? Do they help? Brawl moving up right now. He has some fan. Might want to be careful. Brawl starting to hit pretty hard. What's down the ground? Trev? They've got the Scorched Earth here available. Now Shapeshift activated. Ritsu's going to go deep. Looking towards Pablo. Can he find him? Just trying to zone them out. The arrow. They purge it through. No, Pablo gets out range just in time. Turns around. Mystic Flare coming out. Ritsu taking a lot of damage. Should actually be punished for his actions. And suddenly, Moonlight Shadow. Guys. Error. Ritsu overextended. We need to go.
Maybe he overextended just a tad little bit there, right?
Just a tinsy tiny bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, you're a big bad wolf. You have Necro 3, but... I mean, yeah. Milan? Ulti? Or the Chen?
I mean... Maybe he was
All right.
hoping his creeps would join in and kill their master. Maybe that's actually the case. Maybe Milan is actually this kind of like freedom fighter trying to break the shackles and bonds that they have to their master.
He's one of those guys that are all for the freedom of the animals, you know.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what they are, just let them free. Dogs, cats.
Milan probably just goes around zoos late at night, like breaking locks, letting creatures out. Having no thought for all the innocent children and zookeepers that get mauled to death by the angry bears.
Animal freedom fighter, pretty much, right there.
So, actually, Brev's going for Blink here. I'm kind of okay with this. It's just, it always feels awkward with Doom, right? Because the animation's so long. I don't think he's going to have too many issues this type of game, except for the Skywrath with the Silence, which is just perfect.
I actually agree with you. It's not really the most necessary item. I guess if he even went for Crimson, it would be just completely fine.
I mean, that's the typical thing, right? Like, we typically see that picked up.
Maybe Buckler is on Undying, so maybe he's gonna go for it. I'm not certain. Maybe that's why. But you're not gonna catch Ember with Blink Doom. Like, you're gonna catch him only if the Ember is very uncareful. He's watching somewhere else or something like that. But that's usually not what's happening. You're playing Ember versus Doom.
I feel like we haven't really talked much about the Undying. I guess people haven't been like, you don't notice as much in these fights because War is taking them convincingly at the moment. So it's hard to see his impact, but he's had some pretty clutch soul rips up this point. I think that's the most useful thing they're getting out of the Undying right now.
Don't forget the Buckler, man. It's huge.
That's true. That extra 2 armor makes all the difference, you know? So, I mean, come on. They buffed Ember's armor by 2, and that changed the hero completely. Bam.
It's very hard. It's very hard to think about the Undying when there's a wolf diving their fountain at minute 18, you know? It's kind of hard to see the impact. But
he didn't live. That's the important part. He didn't live. If he had a soul rip there...
Yeah, maybe.
Quite possible. Oh, he has some van. Moonlight Shadow here.
He does not see them. He has no idea.
Brev's got the Doom. Who does he want to pop onto, though? Moonlight's about to run out.
Here we go.
Okay.
I think Milan might fly over the cliff here. Let's see what happens. If they try to even defend this, I don't think they should be defending this tier 1. Wow, I mean, they even committed the Necros.
Here's the point. Milan has a Blink Dagger, by the way. Like, we haven't really talked about how rich this Wyvern is.
He is super rich. He had the Blink so long ago, and now he has even Glimmer, and that's like he's
all those early kills, man.
It's what we talked about. It's the position 4 Winter Wyvern. He likes to play it. I've seen them play the Winter Wyvern quite a few times. And let's see.
Brev, Brood in place. They use the Mystic Flare, only down half HP so far. Can he move away? The Glimmer Cape does not protect him enough as the right-click damage too much. Now the Lasso coming out. The Dragon Undying under the tower. Can they get him quick enough? The zombies are adding up, and now they use the Winter's Curse on the Chen. Taking a lot of damage. Is he going to take it off? Yes, he will burn out. Now Ritsu right on top of them. Frost taking away so much damage. Handago comes out after the buyback, but it's nowhere near enough to save his team. As they lose 3, and all they give up is Forever in return.
Oh, they lose 4.
Oh yeah, 4. Technically, Chen with the buyback.
Yep. And here we go. Winter Wyvern with the just warding super far.
But now they'll just move up to the high ground. Like, Handago gone, these heroes on the sideline, there's nothing to really stop them approaching now.
No, I don't see them defending this. There's no way.
I mean, they could try, bless them, but Hanskin, he tried. He got a little bit too close, and now he's going to pay the price. Shockwave comes out to finish him off. Era tries to defend it, but can't. Has to back away. Ralph trying to move away. Glimmer Cape. Pablo can't get any closer.
I mean, they have Glimmer Cape and they have the Cold Embrace from Winter Wyvern as well, which they haven't really been using way too many times so far, but...
Okay, just let the creeps finish it off. They'll get out, safe and sound, make their way back to base, back to farm, and then probably look towards the next Feroce in the next 2-3 minutes.
I mean, they can do whatever they want, in my opinion. At this point, they're so far ahead that they have this BKB on Mirana, so she's very hard to kill. Unless she gets lassoed, it's just completely blown up by the...
Well, no, she has the Yona now, though. Like, this machine gun time, basically.
Pretty much. At the same time, you have this Winter Wyvern on Milan. He can save basically any hero on his team.
Well, definitely now.
The Glimmer Cape. Yeah.
Go 4-staff.
Glimmer Cape. There we go. 4-staffs are so valuable versus Skyrats as well.
Oh, they're the most important thing. Decent against the Batrider as well. Like, if you catch him looking the wrong way, instead of a lasso towards his team, it's a lasso towards your team.
And we have an Aegis.
Aegis and cheats, more importantly. And, I mean, Brawl was impossible to kill last time he had this Aegis. I dread to think how they're going to deal with him this time around.
We have the blink on the Doom as well. I mean, it's honest. I mean, it's a great item. It's kind of unnecessary in my opinion, but in this particular game, they can just force their way in. Well, they're gonna decide to be a little bit more careful about this, though. It's the TI qualifier after all.
Yeah, you know, every game matters. We said this about the first one when you were crying into your sheets going, why did it go that long?
82 minutes, dude. Come on.
You know
understand.
What? I was waiting for the 2-hour mark. I was like, well, we haven't hit that yet. So Ritsu trying to slow him down here. But the creeps will make their way in, thanks to the courtesy of the pipe, protecting them against that damage. Jump in by Forev. Trying to scare Pablo. Pablo taking too much damage. The hand and gold comes out now, bro. Forces the BKB because of the Mystic Flare. But we'll get a kill on Hunter now. Frost in a lot of trouble as well. He's just burning through the entire side of TFD on his own here. They force the buyback.
He just went.
And now, Shapeshift activate.